Hey everyone, it's Summer with AstariaSen, and we are back with the weekly Fae pick a card. I have 3 piles here for you, each one with a different bismuth on it. So feel free to pick whichever one calls to you. We are doing a 5-card spread today. And if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe. I do things that have to do with fairy, tarot, book reviews. I like to do hashtags from other people, stuff like that. I'm also a crafter, so I like creating things. So if you're interested in any of those, please hit the subscribe button and you'll be able to see more of that from me. Also, I just wanted to remind everybody that every Wednesday I do the soul cards. And I did mine last Wednesday. And if you want to get in this Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, please go back to my last soul card reading and leave a comment with your sun, moon, and rising sign. And I will go ahead and leave a link to that video up here. Okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this. We're going to pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'm going to assume you have already picked your pile, so I'm going to move these piles out of the way so that I can start with pile 1. All right, pile 1. This card is your overall reading card, which is Aries. This card represents a message from the Fae directly, like about your state of being or your current state, physical state. This is your challenge. This is how to help yourself, and this is the guidance from the fairies, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with Aries. Aries, it's more like, this, since it's an oracle, it's more like a set of keywords that's to your overall reading. And the keywords are like passion and excitement. It could be also danger, because there's always 2 sides to it, right? So keep those in mind as we move forward. Now the message from the Fae about your current state is the Knight of Wands. And Wands is your spirit. It's also fire-based, which goes back into your oracle card with passion. And it's about travel and movement. So you might be in a state of mind that you are moving forward, hopefully not backwards. We'll find out as we go through the reading, right? All right, so here's what's going to cross you. It's a major arcana. It's the Fool card. So you probably should pay close attention. If a major arcana is involved, usually you got to pay some attention to it. All right, so the Fool, it can be about jumping into something new. It can be about the bliss of not knowing and stuff like that, but it's also got that other side, that side to be careful, to not jump in without knowing, to be cautious as well. So there's both of those sides. And based off this Knight card and your passion, it sounds like there might be something that you should be cautious about before moving forward into it. Okay? And then your Knight of Swords is what you can do to help yourself. All right, and swords are air. They're very much your state of mind. This is your spirit. This is your state of mind. So passion versus mind. Yeah, love and anger and all that stuff versus mentality. So it looks like if you think things through, that's the best way you can help yourself through this movement forward that you're trying for. This movement forward. If you think things through, get all the information, make sure you have everything you need before making that final decision to go ahead and jump off that ledge, to go ahead and take that leap the Fool is suggesting, okay? And then your guidance from the Fae is dreams. Dreams see the possible pathways of a future that acts as a roadmap for our actions. So basically, overall, the Fae are telling you that it's okay to make that leap, but have all the information available to you. So if you take that leap, you're not coming across a bunch of surprises that might set you backwards, okay? All right. I hope you enjoyed this reading, group number 1. Now we're going to go ahead and go into group number 2. All right, group 2. Again, this is the card that is your overall, and it is boundless. Look at that pretty creature. Isn't it gorgeous? So this is your theme of your reading. This is what the fairies want to tell you about your current state. This is your challenge. This is how you can help yourself. And this is your fairy guidance, okay? All right. So boundless. That gives you this idea of being almost excitable, doesn't it? So it's about playfulness and companionship, simplicity. The idea that, you know, when you see something bounding around, so you get that excitement and you get that playfulness, you get that, what is it? Almost like there is a simplicity to it, isn't there? I guess that's the best way to describe it. Okay. So keep that in mind for your reading, group number 2. All right. So the message that the Fae want to tell you about your current state is the Magician. So Major Arcana, you have 2 Major Arcanas in your reading, which are probably going to play a powerful role in this coming week for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. The Magician is this idea of power, of action. He has a lot of power available to him. He can control the magic around him, and he's a capable being. So I think that your capability is there. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Here is what is your challenge, and it's the Knight of Pentacles. He looks like a very nice knight, actually. So Knight of Pentacles. So pentacles are your material possessions, your finances, your body, stuff like that, okay? So maybe it might have something to do with finances, or it might have something to do physically that is bothering you or standing in your way or challenging you to work harder. So keep that in mind. And of course, Knight is about travel and movement. So it's you may be having a hard time moving forward because of this. All right, and here's the next. This is interesting because this is the card that you're supposed to use to help yourself, which is the Tower. And I know that a lot of people see the Tower as a bad card, but look at everything that's flying around it. You have a lot of movement in your cards. You have the wings here, the Knight's movement, and there's the movement with the birds right in here too. So keep that in mind. Like, there's a lot of movement going on in your reading, including the boundless, the jumping, the playful, stuff like that. So lots of movement. Okay, so yes, there might be some destruction that you have to look forward to. Maybe not look forward to. It might be something tiny, you know, some small piece that is going to change the way that you look at things. So it's not necessarily that it's a bad card, but it can be, depending on your outlook. It could be that you'll have a revelation and you need to pay attention to that revelation that's going to come from this challenge, okay? But you're capable. That's what they're telling you. You're capable. You have all the power to do what you need to do, okay? Here is your fairy guidance, which is meditation. Meditation will bring you clarity of mind and a sense of inner peace, which goes really well with your reading. So there's a lot of movement, a lot of, maybe you're excited about this, and maybe some finances are getting in the way of somewhere you want to go. But there might be a reason that you can't go there just yet. Maybe you need to save a little bit longer so that you don't run into any issues. Maybe you should take some time. This meditation, you know, gives you a sense of slow down. You know, take it one step at a time. You might be excited about it, but take that extra step to slow down and make sure you have maybe the money to move forward, or all the physical things that you'll need in order to make that movement, okay? All right, so that's yours for group number 2. Group number 3, you're up next. All right, group 3. All right, so here is it's Leo, and this is going to be your overall for your reading. Your words, your key words to pay attention to, okay? Keep that in focus there. This is a message that the Fae want to give you about your current state. This is a challenge you are going to be facing. This is something you can do to help yourself, and this is the guidance the Fae are offering about your reading. All right. So, Leo, look at the character in this. Isn't she just gorgeous? Look at that. Look at those flowers. The wings are pretty. All right, so let's move on. So this is all about dignity, grace. Leo is about dignity, grace, power. There's definitely power and passion in a Leo. So keep that in mind over your reading, because these are your keywords. These are the things that go with the overall of your reading. All right, so the message that they have for you about your current state. It's the Three of Pentacles. And it looks like there's definitely some work going on, but he doesn't look very happy, not necessarily happy. And there's a bird back in here, so you got wings and wings again, so keep that in mind, okay? 3 is also a Fae number, so that's interesting. So Pentacles, those are your physical, money, body type of suit, so keep that for sure in mind, because this might be a physical thing or a money-related thing. I'm actually feeling more money coming from this, but there's a sense of cooperation between the two of these. She is pulling it and he's doing something else from it, so they're working together, okay? So it could be that you're working with someone towards something that you want to towards a goal that you want to accomplish, okay? What's crossing you, what is standing in your way, what your challenge is the Three of Swords. Again, you have the birds in here. Looks like she's got a rose in her hand. Of course, the Three of Swords is in a heart, but not her heart. It's in a heart she's holding. So it could be that, because this is 3 and this is 3. So the person that you might be working with might be a challenge for you to work with that person, to be on a good terms with that person in order to work in a positive way to accomplish the goal. So it may be that the person you're either getting ready to work with or the person you are currently doing something with is maybe not exactly what you hope, but that doesn't mean that you can't work with them. That doesn't mean you can't accomplish it. That doesn't mean you can't continue forward. So here's your major arcana. All the readings had major arcana in it this week. Okay. So you have the Sun card, which is actually a very like happy card, very masculine, even though it's feminine in this, but it's a masculine. Sun's masculine. So the Sun card. We're talking about success. We're talking about like a fulfillment, greatness, stuff like that, vitality. It's very vibrant. It's very, this can happen kind of card. So whatever goal you're working towards, if you can move past the challenge that maybe the people you have to work with are giving you, maybe they're giving you some crap, or maybe even it's somebody you dislike. Maybe you guys just don't get along. If you work together though, and just really look on the bright side that you're going to accomplish your goal, you're going to get to the end of it, and that will help you get a lot farther, and it'll help you reach your goal. If you just look past your challenge of either that dislike, or maybe there's going to be a little bit of a falling out and you can recover it. If you just look at it and in the terms of everything is just for now. It's not forever. It's just for now, just to complete the goal. And we can handle anything as long as it's just for now. And here is your fairy guidance, which is magic. Magic has a way of touching the heart and drawing power from the soul. So I really think this goes into the Leo overview. These two cards go in really well together. Leo is about that power and that dignity. So you may have to really suck up whatever feelings you're having for the person you might be doing this goal with, because maybe you don't like them or maybe they don't like you, and you might have to just suck it up in order to get that fulfillment that you're looking for, to make that successful movement that you want to go towards. And the fairies are saying you can do that if you really look in your heart and and consider the fact that this is just for now, okay? All right, this has been fantastic reading for you. I've really enjoyed this. This is my second time doing it. I think that it's going over really well. I'm really enjoying it. So let me know in the comments which one you chose, which one resonated with you. If none of them resonated with you, that's okay too. Don't worry about it. Remember, this is for fun. You should not be basing any giant decisions off of me telling you a story in cards, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a very great day.